So something I don't really get into much on this channel is these action, drama, thriller stories that come to television as limited series inspired by books. There's a million of them. I didn't talk about Reacher because I get it. I don't really want to watch it. But sometimes between all of that, there is a show that does surprise me and it comes out and I don't know what it's going to be like. And I watch it and I'm thoroughly entertained. That is the case with Slow Horses. This is a book. I didn't know it was a book. I don't care. If you want to get anything made in this industry today, write a damn book first. It is a slow burn about these interesting people who maybe done some wrong stuff at MI5, and suddenly they are thrust into this world of just espionage and getting back into the game. It is surprisingly enjoyable. Going into this with literally no expectations, I really didn't know what to expect. I thought we're going to get like your standard, not the Americans, but like those other shows that are kind of like that feeling, like Bodyguard. I liked Bodyguard, but it's like that kind of feeling where it's just the modern day and everything's weird and it's just like this intense situation. And we get that. It's there. But there's a really interesting story behind this. It's almost a very dark comedy. And that's kind of fun, I guess. Like, just going into this with the expectation, don't take it seriously. I think you'll get a different experience than having like a actual, like, this is intense and gripping. Because when you go in with that expectation, it's a great drama. You're seeing the political intrigue of all these characters working against each other. Who's blackmailing who's secretly working for who? What does the government have to do to get involved in all this? It's very fun. But if you're going at this, like, this is dark and these people are all messed up, there's a new layer to that. And maybe that's just what I got from it because the leads are very just cynical in like this really disturbingly dark way. That just might be what I've got from it. But if you go with that expectation, there's something different about it in that regard. And I like it. Jack Lowden plays the lead. I'm not too familiar with his work, but he's really good for something like this. That typical kind of just guy you'd see leading this show. Like your typical straight-laced blonde boy who could sell 1 million copies of nothing. That's what he looks like, and that's what he presents. And he feels really good for this world as like the straight man to all these insane people who are just playing off each other in these really insane ways. And of course, I think the biggest selling point for a lot of people is going to be Gary Oldman in this. And yeah, he's great. It feels like he is coming to that age where he's like, I'm going to have fun now. If I'm going to play a weird character, I'm going to play it weird. I'm going to do a really weird just pronunciation of his accent. I'm going to play it up for jokes and fun. It is really interesting. And it's a really fascinating performance that does some really incredible stuff for him. And he plays well into this world as like the smartest guy in the room who's not going to let you feel like you're smarter than him. He's going to call you an idiot at any turn, and you believe it because you probably are. He knows everything that's happening, and it's working really well. It's 6 episodes long, which is really cool. I thought it was going to be longer, but I like that it was 6 episodes because that's all the story you need. There's a satisfying conclusion. Things work out in the end. There is tragedy within the actual story. There is drama within the actual story. It's all working out pretty cool. And I did like just like the flow of it where it's going from like this, the simple story. It actually opens with a great 15-minute chase through an airport, and suddenly it becomes this really intense espionage thriller after that. I really like the way that started out and just like was paced really well. I enjoyed that a lot. And something that I noticed, and I know not a lot of people do take notice of these things the way I do, but the lighting in this show is so cool. There's just a couple things, like it's very natural lighting at times, which I love seeing in a show like this. It gives it a more authentic feeling. But when it's like dark outside, there's like this weird tinge over everybody, where they just look a little more beige or a little more just like, color of the shirt I'm wearing. I really like that. It just looks a little more gruff and dirty while being in this like really bright world kind of. Something about that just looks really well. I just enjoyed what we saw there. And everything about the show, it's pretty much standard for the course of what you see me for, but it is interesting. All the characters have something likable about them. For the heroes and for the villains, you're like, these guys are pretty intense too. There is a lot more gore than you'd be expecting, which is kind of exciting for a show like this. The drama is incredible. The acting is incredible. Everything is working well for Slow Horses. It has all the right beats going for it, and I just like seeing that. It is an incredibly fun show. The camera work is brilliant. The story is brilliant. I'm really digging it. And the fact that they already announced a second season, because at the end of this season, they're like, coming up on the next season. Wow. That's cool. I'm guessing they filmed the second season while they filmed the first one, but I like that a lot. There's something about that that's really cool. I wish more shows did that. Just don't say you filmed the second season, and then you can have it already made, so you don't have run the gamut of losing that second season. But it's great. It's on Apple TV, and it's one of those shows that if you need something to watch, it's there, and it's going to entertain you for, 6 episodes. And that's all it kind of needs to do. Great acting, great story, great fun. That's Slow Horses. I really liked this. A nice palate cleanser from all the other crap we've been getting lately. Just something nice and easy. I like that. I want more things like this. I really miss The Americans. Give me more stuff like The Americans. And not the weird one that's also on Apple with like the people who did you know what I mean. More stuff like Slow Horses and The Americans, please. Because they're good. So, Slow Horses, season number 1. I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.